Welcome to Kimmy's Collective. I'm Kim. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are timeless, so whenever you find this reading is the perfect time for you. And please feel free to reverse the roles as you see fit. But don't try to make a message fit. If it's not your message, it's not your message, okay? Let's get started. I have pre-shuffled the decks, and the bottom of this deck is Existence. All right. So that is manifestation. That is the Magician energy. So you may be manifesting something into your life. Something good. Let's see what else you get. What else for Sagittarius? Politics. Okay, so politics, that is Seven of Swords, which could be strategy, being strategic in your moves. Could also be like not showing your true self, being deceptive, sneaking, things like that. That's an energy that is not to be trusted. Are you manifesting someone like that into your, or have you manifested someone like that into your life? Let's see what else we get. Okay, I'm going to take this one. We have intensity. That is the Knight of Wands. That's your energy, Sag. Intensity. That is the Knight of Wands. Could be wishy-washy, kind of inconsistent energy, or it could be going on, taking that adventure, going after what it is that you want to manifest with passion. You know, nothing's going to stop you. No type of politics are going to hold you back. No deceit, no deception. You're moving towards what it is you want. This showed up in reverse, but I'm taking it in the upright, but I can't help but see that. This is success. That is the Six of Wands. I think it's Leo energy. It can also have to do with being prideful in a situation. This is success and recognition. This person is parading through town, you know, getting all the fanfare, all that stuff, and they're enjoying it. Head thrown back, hands are up. They're like relishing in it. Bottom of the deck is postponement now. That is the Four of Swords. That's where you have to go and rest and heal and recuperate. Interesting. What in the world are you manifesting? Bottom of the deck is Ten of Swords, a painful ending. So if there are some politics or something going on, or some sneaky behavior, someone is doing something behind your back, you're doing something behind theirs. Let's just get the energies. Under politics, we have the Devil in reverse. Okay, so politics, the Seven of Swords, that is, can be strategic, being strategic, or it can be, like I said, the deceptive energy. Maybe someone is starting to come out of that deceptive energy. Maybe they're putting the devil down. Or in the reverse, this could be like 10 times worse than devil in the upright. But let's see what you got going on here. Three of Cups, third party situation. Seven of Swords is sneaking around. But maybe someone is trying to manifest better and put that energy to bed. Maybe you're trying to, you or person on your mind, trying to come out of that energy, come away from that energy. because it's got you in your head. You know, maybe some things are catching up to you and you're trying to manifest better. Maybe some things from the past that you have done or someone has done to you, maybe is starting to catch up. King of Pentacles, that's stability. Three of Pentacles is collaboration. There may be someone out there that wants to collaborate with you that is in stable energy. Maybe that is what you're manifesting. Manifesting away from the trickery and, you know, the need to go and heal all the time to being more stable. Ending those old cycles and being in the energy of reciprocity, equal give and take. So maybe with this devil here and the Seven of Swords, maybe this is just a taking energy. But I think you're manifesting better. Either you're manifesting better into your life as far as maybe dating is concerned, or maybe this is you coming out of an energy where maybe you were deceptive and you had third parties and, you know, left people in your head. And I think this might have put you in your head a little bit too. And because up here, you're the one that couldn't sleep. You were the one having restless nights, which is why I think you're manifesting better for yourself, trying to come away from that kind of energy. Let's see what else we get. Moving away to smoother waters, towards something, you know, a stable foundation. Maybe finances are kicking up, you know, doing better financially. And we have the Star that is alchemizing, that's bringing things together. Wounded Warrior, Independent. It's probably going to take a bit of work to get this done. But I do see you in your independent energy. Having everything that you need, you know, moving forward in your life. You've got the stability, you've got the healing, and you're moving away from being the wounded warrior. You're going into smoother waters. So it's like you're lifting yourself up and out of like a situation or maybe a mindset, way of doing things, into something new and improved, new and better for you. That's going to, you know, make you happy. Because I think you're having some problems, maybe in relationship. Maybe you're making offers and they're not being accepted, or maybe someone is coming in to make an offer to you that you do not accept. You don't want that anymore. You're healing, you're moving, you're growing, you're doing better. And the Sun, happiest card in the deck. So things are changing for you here. It looks like you or whoever was in the devil energy with third parties under the politics or Seven of Swords, that energy puts you in your head and you're looking to manifest something better for yourself. This is what you're working on because you want to close those old cycles. You want to be in a more giving energy, giving and receiving. So you're moving away to smoother waters, finding a spot that's more stable. I feel like you're growing yourself into something more, something better. And you're bringing yourself out of the wounded warrior, you know, where you just strive and nothing ever comes, but you're still standing there, still trying to like maybe defend something that maybe you built in the past that possibly needs to go. You need to be in your independent energy and not accept any offers, maybe from the situation that was kind of holding you back a bit. And by not accepting, that brings you into your happiness. Bottom of the deck is moving forward with the Chariot. King of Swords, taking that action, bringing something to an end so you can find your Ten of Cups and your stability. Justice is being served in this, but you got to take your time and get things right. Alrighty, so let's see this intensity, which is your energy. Knight of Wands, moving forward, quick, fast, in a hurry, going towards that like a new adventure, something else that you manifest. This is in the current situation. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That is the wheel turning in your favor. Things start to go your way. Luck is on your side. Things are beginning to change for you. So let's see what else we get. What is, oh, and happy birthday, Saggy. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. We've got conflict, but I did say change. This fives are change, but this is conflict and competition coming under intensity. It just tells me that there's some kind of conflict, some kind of competition going on, and you just cranking it up, going after it. Manifesting under manifesting again. Got the magician. Manifesting someone nurturing. A nurturing situation. Competing for somebody that is nurturing. You feel like you're in competition with for someone that is nurturing. Four of Wands, that's that firm foundation. This is my happy home life card. Seven of Cups, confusion, illusion. Could be many choices as well. A lot to choose from. Knight of Wands with the Knight of Wands. So and like I say, I feel like you're manifesting away from, maybe putting people in competition. Looking for something more nurturing now, something that's, more stable. I feel like you may have had many choices in the past that you would be going toward. But I feel like you're trying to manifest away from that energy and trying to get into something more stable. Taking charge. And your Emperor energy. Taking charge of your situation. Making things move. Making things shake. Manifesting. Moving forward towards a partnership that lights you up. There's the Empress. Counterpart to the Emperor. So we have them both. And there's the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords your spirit? All head. I think this is something that you still need to heal. The mental prison that you find yourself in. Maybe when you think about relationships or any type of partnership, moving toward any type of partnership, maybe you're thinking about what you dealt with in the past. And that makes you slow down and take your time. But that's something that needs to be healed. Bottom of the deck is going within, getting that inner wisdom, that figuring some stuff out. Because I think you might, like the idea of a relationship might kind of throw you off a little bit. It's something you want, but I think you might be a little afraid to give all. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving energy. Someone could be moving slowly just to make sure that this is an actual Empress, because you're showing up here in Emperor energy. And now we have the counterpart here, next to a new relationship, some sort of partnership that may be either coming into you or you may be going towards. But it is a passionate situation. But I think the desire to take it slow is because of maybe all of the riffraff that you dealt with in the past. So you're taking your time. Yeah, there's an offer coming. There's an offer coming. Either you're going to make an offer to someone or someone's going to make an offer to you. But now we're going to look at the final one, near future, success, recognition. But we have the mind manipulation at the bottom of the deck. Okay. That is the Six of Wands. And we have Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning, wise investment. What else? Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, being alone. Four of Swords, healing and recovery. So we've got two cards of like isolation here. You had the Hermit here. I feel like you're still in isolation in the near future, but you have gained some kind of success because you have the Ace of Pentacles here. So you have gained some success in the situation, but you had to go within and heal. Self-sabotage. You had to learn how to get out of that self-sabotage for starts. And we're back with the Two of Cups with the partnership next to the Wounded Warrior. Not the Wounded Warrior, I'm sorry, Nine of Swords. That's the sleepless nights, something that is on your mind that you are worried about. But it's self-sabotage. Something about this partnership that you can I don't want to say you can fix, but you have to move past it in order to get to this partnership. King of Cups. You have to get your emotions together, come into some sort of emotional mastery. Every time something looks like it's showing up on your doorstep, you think it can hurt you. It can't get into you unless you let it. So you have to come into mastery of your emotions so that if, you know, this Seven of Swords energy does show back up with some trickery and some foolery or whatever, you can handle yourself. You're emotionally ready to handle it. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. You know what you need to do. But you can't be afraid to do it. Ten of Pentacles. It'll be your ultimate achievement. Just let it roll. Just let it be. Stop. You know, come out of your head. What else? See things differently. Get a new perspective. As far as maybe relationships, you've got Two of Cups out here a couple times. That's a partnership. I think you're just having a hard time with partnerships right now. I think you may be kind of skedaddling. You may be running from them because you've got Nine of Swords here and Nine of Swords there. These things put you in your head. What else? Page of Swords. That's learning. That's a student. Two of Wands, making plans. And then we've got the Three of Swords, which is the heartache. Seven of Swords is back with the independent energy, the single energy. So whatever happened, I just feel like you're not looking at relationships maybe like you used to before whatever this situation was happened. I don't think you're looking at relationships as a safe haven for you. It feels like, I mean, you got Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. That's heartache, and that's deception, sneaking. Give me more on this. Why is why are the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords here? Slow progress. Options. It feels like you can't make up your mind if you want to be in some kind of relationship or if you just rather just stay single. You're going to take some kind of action. Scarcity mindset. You may just hold on to where you are. Ten of Wands, heavy burdens, putting down some burdens. I think you feel like relationships are just a big burden and you just don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be bothered in a relationship. When something starts to come up, I think you just recoil and disappear. I don't think you have much, but things are picking up. Things are starting to look good for you. It's just a matter of changing your mindset. Did I get a bottom of the deck? Yeah, your defenses are up. You are not ready to be bothered. We've got the Judgment, second chances, but you know, maybe this is, maybe you're dealing with some karma. You know, the reason why you can't accept it, maybe there's still some work that you need to do. Or maybe this is the karma of someone else that wants to come into you, that you're not accepting any offers from them. Yeah, there's a Tower after that. Injustice. So I feel like you're trying to bring some kind of justice to yourself. You're trying to, it's like you blow up. You get Judgment and then you got the Tower and then Justice. So this is some sort of soul contract that you're dealing in. But I think, I'm thinking that there's something you need to reevaluate, something you need to look at again. Because I kind of got a feeling this is what you're doing is what keeps you off balance. You have to be able to face your fears. You can't just keep running from them. You're going to miss some blessings that way. So you have to face your fears and move towards what lights you up. Intensity. Knight of Wands, they come in with intensity. You know, fast and furious for that adventure. But you are like denying yourself of anything. It appears that, you know, if this is Devil in the reverse, if that is you, you have flipped, you know, the script. You have turned over a new leaf or whatever. And you become more grounded and more stable. Or you're trying to. You're moving towards that. I don't see anybody really in here, but I think you do desire some sort of a partnership. But it feels like whenever one comes near, like I said, you back up. You blow it up. But it's time to reevaluate. Okie doke. Let's get a blanket. What time is it? Let's get a blanket before I run out of time. We have the Knight of Cups. There's an offer. A romantic gesture coming in. Okay, I didn't get to say it, but Queen of Cups. That's somebody that's wide open and ready for some loving. The Tower. We all know what that is. And walking away. So I think that's what you do. Like when you find someone or something that you feel a little open to, you blow it up and you walk away. Knight of Wands energy. Go back to playing. In and out. Wishy-washy. Picking different paths. A whole new path here. Going after that little spark. So little sparks just pop up all over the place for you, and I think you go in all those directions, it looks like. It's like I said, I haven't identified anybody that's coming in. It all feels like your energy out here. This is the story of you. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. that firm foundation. Why is the Four of Wands here for someone that doesn't want a firm foundation yet? Wish fulfillment. Can't make up your mind about it, but that's the healed state to be in. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, but the guards are up. So even though you're not accepting anything and not going towards anything, in the background, you're still doing your healing. So that's a plus. But a solid, grounded relationship is what is going to light you up. That's the big deal that you've been looking for. But you're very guarded when going towards anyone or, you know, in any situation like that. Okay, so let's find out what you need to know going forward. Exhaustion. That's that Nine of Wands. Exhaustion is a warning sign, not a badge of honor. Respect your limits, listen to your body, and give yourself the rest you deserve. Okay, so let's get one more. I'm curious. Giving birth. Something sacred is being born through you, whether through art, transformation, or life itself. You are giving form to the unseen. Honor the responsibility and let this new beginning take its first breath. And I think you've been shutting down any breath that a new beginning can possibly take, just from your fears of maybe getting hurt. Okay, let's see what advice we have for you. Redefine. I keep forgetting not to lean out. Redefine. Clear the clutter from your heart and release those who no longer align with your life's path. Every choice you make shapes your future. Now is the time to reassess the relationships and goals that no longer serve you, making room for more joy and growth. And that is the basic theme of this entire reading. You got to make room for this. You got to let go of all those old energies that are holding you back. Okay, so let's get a word of guidance from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Bottom of the deck is Ambition with Nike. So I'm surprised I could see you as being more ambitious than this, but there's a lot of fear for you. So we have Gaia with Earth, and that's like healing energy for me. And your card is Morrigan with Death and Magic, number 37. Morrigan. Death and Magic. Transforming. All right, what did I say? 37. Can you see that? A little bit. All right. 37. I try, y'all. Okay. Consider your life a magical gift and your experience of it a beautiful opportunity to leave the world a better place. You give that gift back when death comes and ends your time on this plane. Experiences, relationships, projects, and even long-cherished dreams are all subject to the natural laws of death and the magic of the Celtic goddess Morrigan. Now is the time for you to let certain parts of your life die and recognize this process as something to celebrate as well as to mourn. Let go with love and gratitude. Leave your fears behind. For in death, there is great magic, as nothing can ever be truly destroyed. From the ashes of the old, a new life and new dreams will come to be. Face this time of dying and death with love and courage. Be willing to be empty. Soon the goddess Morrigan will fill you up with magic and a new world will be born for you. This is her gift for you when you surrender your resistance and allow things to be as they are. Now, your alignment message is: magic is everywhere and in all aspects of life, including death, dying, decay, and what is dark and hidden deep within our very natures. Yet, in our modern culture, we spend so much time in denial, concocting ways to avoid death, refusing to allow nature to be true. We've lost so much wisdom as a result. You're being invited to address the areas in your life that no longer serve and what need to die. Yeah, without a promise of what will take its place. I think that's the biggest thing. You're being invited to address the areas in your life that no longer serve and that need to die without a promise of what will take its place. Do you need to talk? Do you need to walk away from someone, a way of behaving or thinking, like the caterpillar who has no idea how to become a butterfly? You must surrender to the process of metamorphosis. And you started out with the magician. So things are trying to happen. You are, whether you know it or not, you are inadvertently manifesting more for yourself. You must make room for the miracle while at the same time not demanding certainty. The magical death goddess Morrigan offers you the alignment task of self-inquiry. What death are you resisting right now? What darkness do you need to bring to awareness? How has fear ruled your choices? Who would you be if you had the courage to look at life on life's terms? Your magic is so much stronger than you think. You can do this. Your dreams depend on it. And Morrigan will be with you every step of the way. All right. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. But most of all, I hope it helps you in some way. So if you like these messages, please hit the like, subscribe, and share, and leave me some comments. So until the next time, I'll see you then. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.